Enchanted Frames. Chapter 2. The Photographer's Secret. The frame waited in silence after Anaya left it behind. Dust settled on its surface, but the faint glow inside never faded. Weeks passed, until one evening the bell above the antique shop door chimed again. A young man entered, tall, lean, with a camera bag slung across his shoulder. His name was Raghav, a passionate but struggling photographer, always chasing something new, something extraordinary to capture. The world of ordinary smiles and staged poses bored him. He wanted something raw, something that could shake people's hearts. As he wandered through the shop, his eyes locked onto the frame almost instantly. Unlike the other objects, it seemed alive, as if calling him. His steps slowed, his breathing grew heavy, and before he realized it, he was standing in front of it, staring at his own faint reflection in the glass. "Beautiful piece, isn't it?" the shopkeeper said from behind the counter. His tone was softer this time, almost welcoming. Raghav asked for the price, but the old man only smiled. "It already belongs to you," he whispered. That night, Raghav set the frame in his small studio apartment. The walls were plastered with photographs, smiling couples, wedding moments, birthdays, portraits of strangers he had taken on the street. Photography was his escape from reality, but recently it felt meaningless, staged. Sitting across from the frame, he admired its carvings under the lamplight. He didn't notice the faint mist until it began swirling inside the glass. Curious, he leaned closer. At first, he saw one of his own photos, the image of a bride he had captured months ago. But something was wrong. The bride's face shifted, her joyous smile twisting into a scream. Her veil was soaked in blood, her eyes turned hollow, staring directly at him. Raghav jerked back, knocking over a chair. When he looked again, the glass was empty, his own pale face staring back at him. Shaken? He told himself it was exhaustion, a trick of the mind. But the next night, it happened again. Another one of his photos appeared in the glass. This time, a family portrait. Instead of cheerful faces, the family stood stiffly, their eyes lifeless, their smiles stretched unnaturally wide. Behind them, the shadows on the wall twisted into monstrous shapes. Night after night, the frame showed him distorted truths of the people he had photographed. A child whose birthday he captured appeared again, but now the child was alone in the dark, crying with no one around. A businessman he once shot in a studio now stood in the frame, his suit torn, his body broken as if from some unseen fall. At first, Raghav tried to resist. He avoided looking into the glass, covering it with cloth. But the frame refused to be ignored. He would wake up at night to find the cloth on the floor, the frame glowing faintly in the corner, whispering in a voice too faint to understand. The more he tried to stay away, the stronger its pull became. Then, one evening, the frame revealed something new. It wasn't just showing distorted memories of others, it showed Raghav himself. He was holding his camera, standing over a body sprawled across the floor. His face blank, his hands stained with blood. His heart pounded. But unlike Anaya, he didn't recoil in horror. He stood there, breathing heavily, staring at the vision. "Is this my truth?" he whispered. The reflection stared back with a dark, knowing smile. From that night, something inside Raghav shifted. His obsession grew. He no longer photographed weddings or families. Instead, he began seeking people with secrets, arguing couples, suspicious men in alleys, women who seemed haunted by something unseen. He photographed them all, waiting eagerly to sit before the frame at night and watch their images twist into revelations. The frame never disappointed. It showed him lies peeled, husbands hiding affairs, children crying behind locked doors, friends betraying each other. Raghav felt powerful, as though he had been chosen to see the world for what it really was. But the frame was not done with him. One stormy night, as rain hammered against his windows, the mist inside the frame formed a vision unlike the others. It was not of strangers, but of someone he knew, his closest friend, Arjun. They had grown up together, shared dreams, and even now, Arjun supported his photography career. The frame revealed Arjun sitting alone in a bar, talking to someone. Slowly, the scene shifted, and Raghav saw Arjun mocking him, calling him a failure, a man who would never make it in the world. Raghav's chest tightened with betrayal. He muttered angrily. So, even you. The glass glowed brighter. This time, it showed Raghav again, but not as a victim. He was standing over Arjun, hands gripping his throat, eyes filled with rage. The reflection of himself in the frame leaned closer, lips curling into a smile. This is who you are, it whispered. Raghav did not scream. He did not cry. Instead, he touched the glass gently, his eyes locked with his own dark reflection. Maybe you're right, he whispered back. The next day, Arjun went missing. His phone was found abandoned near the river, but his body was never discovered. In Raghav's studio, the frame glowed softly, and on the wall, among all his photographs, was a new empty chair in his studio, with faint streaks of red staining the floor beneath it. The curse had finally found a willing servant. Unlike Anaya, Raghav did not fight it. He embraced it, and with him, the frame's hunger only grew.